So, yeah, Hisei and I think Kaito and Sachiko just kind of went through the spooky door. What do Catherine and... God, I've forgotten your character name, Bella.
Hiroko?
Hiroko
Hiroko's staying here. Actually, no, I guess she'll go with them.
See, now I'm torn because, on the one hand, having a person on the outside to get out, but on the other hand, I might miss out on action. Also, I want to make sure Sachiko is okay, so I guess I'm going in.
Okay. So, all of you go through the door. And you come out the surgery door, the surgery room. However, things are once again massively different. The hospital has changed once again. The basic layout is changed completely. You're no longer behind a counter, rather you just came out of, looking behind you, a cell.
Read that?
Instead of coming out through the surgery room, you just walked out of a cell, and you're no longer behind the counter. Rather, you're in the... what you assume to be what used to be the patient ward.
This fucking bullshit.
Agreed.
However, again, things have dramatically changed. Everything is more akin to a prison rather than a hospital. All the rooms, what once used to be patient rooms, are now cells. And have the, same kind of look as it would normally look inside a hospital room, but instead there is a cell door shut and locked in front of it. You see, actually, in some of the rooms, people in the beds.
I think you made it mad, Hisei.
Just a tiny bit.
Hiroko goes up to one of them, starts shaking the fucking cage. The door.
Hey, are you guys okay in there? Is what Catherine's shouting.
I thought you came out.
What?
What, Catherine? I thought she went with all them.
Oh, did she? What? Oh, no, never mind.
Unless I'm misunderstanding what you're asking, Handel.
She's basically going up to one of the cells that has a person in it and asking them if they're okay.
They do not respond. They seem to be in... you would guess a coma, but at the same time, all the monitors that are, like, attached to them are, like, going off the charts.
I need a doctor, but that don't look good.
What the fuck is going on here?
So, we have two options right now. You're either dead and this is purgatory, or we
I'm
actually
gonna kick a ghost's ass when Hiroko runs down the hall.
Oh, come on! Let's record it.
While you're running towards the door on the other end of the hall, you hear over, you presume to be some kind of intercom that says, let's see if I can get a proper intercom voice going. I'm going to put my hand over my mouth and see how well that comes through.
Yeah, it sounds right.
Doctors to the patient ward, please.
Shit, I hope that's not meaning for us.
What do you mean by doctors?
Well, I'm not a doctor, so I think we can.
None of us are doctors unless we're not telling each other something.
So, is anyone else running with Hiroko, or is it just pretty much
Yes.
Hiroko barreling down the hallway?
Sachi is chasing after everyone, trying to keep as many people in trouble as possible.
He said he's following after Hiroko because who the fuck doesn't like a picture of someone fighting a ghost?
I like Hiroko's thought of I'm gonna kick a ghost's ass.
It's not the very serious tabletop as we've seen right now.
Hiroko is very confused and also very mad.
So as you're barreling down this hallway, you see two people come through the door that's on the other end. And anyone who stayed behind and is not chasing after Hiroko, you will notice another person come from the door that's on the opposite end of this hallway.
Kaido's gonna go up to one of them and say, "Hey, what the fuck is going on here?"
Well, I'm gonna just kind of repurpose this as a hallway because effort. I should mention it is actually a fairly like spacious hallway, weirdly enough. What the heck did I guess I did not upload that. I am prepared.
Woo, preparedness.
I did all this work on maps, but I forgot to upload a bunch of shit. Okay, so Kaito is going that way. Say Roko. Sachiko are going that way. There we go. Okay, so these people are not normal doctors, as you see when they come through the door. They're actually dressed up in plague doctor outfits.
Oh Jesus, fuck! Not another cult.
Another cult?
What do you mean another cult? Why didn't tell me about this?
Hey, old tight fucks, get out of the way.
They are not budging, nor do they really say anything.
So... Hey, you guys ghosts?
Don't provoke them.
Well, trust me, with Mr. rushing off into fights and Mr. Bad Attitude, I bet we're gonna provoke them.
Which
You
one?
hear the intercom go on again. This time, whoever's on the other end said, "All patients must return to their rooms."
I think we should go.
Hiroko goes, this shit probably ain't real anyways. It just takes her chain out.
Do I even have my weapon?
No.
Sachi steps forward in order to protect everyone else from this.
I have a very heavy backpack, so she steps forward.
Catherine's gonna hang around Kaito and take the other back end, I guess.
Hiroko just tries to kick one of them in the dick.
I try to hit one with a very heavy
Okay,
backpack.
so, Bella, I have a question for you real quick.
Yes.
Have you ever seen Freddy vs. Jason?
No.
Okay, well, there's a scene in it where Freddy tries to kick Jason in the dick.
I doubt
Go
it
on.
goes well.
It does not go well for Freddy. And it does not go well for you either, as you're, You feel your leg be very sore after doing that, and they do not react.
Fuck.
Geez, well, the guy's made of metal.
So this is just like a straight hallway, right? There's no other turns or anything?
The only real turns are, like, into the rooms, but those are also, or the rooms in quotation marks. But those are locked.
Alright, what happens if I try and go around them?
Well, they are currently blocking the door.
And they're not doing anything?
Well, they're moving towards you. That goes for the one on the opposite end, too. It's moving towards, Kaito and Catherine.
What exactly do you want?
Let's see, Ghost, they usually want, you know, everything.
Is that true?
I saw it on TV, so it has to be true.
One of the, ghosts, or plague doctors, tries to... I just noticed that Hiroko has an exclamation mark. But one of the plague doctors attempts to grab, Hiroko's arm.
I didn't do that one.
I think I can figure out who did.
Want them to roll a break free.
Yeah, I am trying to get break
Guts.
free.
Yeah, Sachi tries to help reluctantly.
Wait, was that Hisei, or...
Yep.
Shit.
Say helps vigorously.
What should I roll?
Guts.
I roll to try and break free?
Yes.
Okay, why
What?
the fuck
Oh.
is dropping and keeping not working?
Gosh. So, between the three of you, what are you doing, Kaito?
Oh, I was just hitting buttons at random. I didn't actually think it'd do anything. I was dice function because I have no idea what it actually does. And now I do.
Nailed it! So, between the three of you, you managed to get Hiroko loose from, the plague doctor's grasp. However, the other one tries to grab, Sachiko.
Wait, why did it roll 1d10?
Because
I
I
think-
too am messing with stuff now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Handel's just copying me at this point, so yay.
And the one on the other end attempts to grab Kaito.
Oh well, fuck that noise.
Yeah, fuck that noise.
Yeah, this one is grabbing Sachiko, and this one is grabbing Kaito.
Whoa!
That,
20,
that is
20.
the wrong set of dice, Handel!
He explodes.
Yeah, Karen just grabs him, yells, "You're already dead," and now there's just giblets everywhere.
There we go,
And
there
this
we
one
go.
is kinda just still recoiling after being pried off Hiroko.
Yeah, with his other arm, Kaito's gonna grab it, like Doctor's mask, and try and tug it off.
So, none of you actually, me did not roll. Try and pry herself off of the plague doctor. But you attempt to pull the mask off, Phoenix. You don't know why, but you kind of get the feeling like you're pulling at their actual face, and not just a mask.
Kaito actually steps back a few paces, and he is actually looking pretty freaked out by that. Like, oh, okay, no. Just kind of uses one arm to try and push Catherine back as well.
I told you there were ghosts.
So upon failing to grab all of you by normal means, they pull out syringes from their coats.
Oh.
Hiroko fucking runs away until she hits like the middle of the room and realizes, oh, right.
Yeah, I'm assuming that, the rest of you just kind of notice that you're surrounded.
Don't worry, guys, I have an idea. And then she pulls out like a bottle of water and starts spritzing them.
Strangely enough, that doesn't seem to deter them.
Come on.
As the plague doctors start closing in on you, their syringes in hand, you all start feeling lightheaded as you feel like you're about to black out.
No!
And you do. However, you all are enveloped in or your eyes are enveloped in a blue light. I'm going to
Good time to
show
meet
you
Char.
all to a different map. So,
Isharesnable.
Char, you look better.
you find yourselves in what appears to be a foyer to a grand mansion. However, it appears to be in very poor condition with a blue tint to everything in the room. There appears to be no doors leading out or in, and ignoring the actual picture here, then the only set of staircases in the room appear to lead right into the ceiling. In front of you, however, sits a man with a long, sharp nose behind a blue table. Next to him stands a tall man dressed in a blue elevator attendant outfit and has curly white hair.
Are we dead?
You would think well, this is very operatic tune playing in the background. That might be a point in its favor.
Well, at least it's kind of cool.
I don't want to die.
Thank you, Grassland. Or whoever wrote that.
Hiroko scratches your head.
The man with the long nose chuckles and then starts to speak. Welcome to the Velvet Room. This place exists between mind and matter, dream and reality. My name is Igor.
Hello, Mr. Igor?
Let me guess, you control horizontal and vertical as well, don't you?
This place is a representation of your collective souls. And he kind of chuckles to himself again. and says, "Interesting that it would take on such a derelict form."
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we were in a haunted mansion.
There's a hospital.
Hospital, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go now. Where's the exit?
No. See what he wants from us. He seems like a nice guy.
He kind of puts his hand under his chin like in the picture and says, "I'm sure you have many questions and they will be answered in due time. But for now, I will let my assistant explain what it is that will be expected of you."
Can I just go home?
The man with the curly white hair kind of clears his throat and starts to speak. "I'm afraid you have been chosen for something quite important, or rather, fate has chosen you."
Yoroko points at herself and looks around confused.
Same.
"My name is Alexander. I am here to assist you on your journey, whatever that may require."
Will it make me strong?
Oops. He kind of thinks about it for just a quick moment and says, "That will depend on you."
It seems like a no.
Hey, have more confidence in yourself.
You know, didn't this happen in like a horror movie once?
The fuck kind of horror movies do you watch?
I mean, haven't you seen Axe Killer 49? It's pretty good.
Killer 49?
It's a very indie film.
Okay, do I have to hang out with these idiots?
Alexander kind of just gives you a smirk that says you know the answer.
Alexander's not deeply regretting hiring us all for this.
Kaito just has his head in his hands and he's just doing fuck.
Accountant's just patting him on the back.
As my master said, I am sure you have questions. Not all can be answered, such as the whims of fate, but I will do my best.
It'd be too much to say what happened here. I'm presuming this is for us to find out.
That would
So-
be correct.
Are those plague doctor guys actually real or just some weird ghost?
Trying to think of how to put this. Okay, I know. He says, "I'm sure you will figure that out in your own time."
Speaking of which, what are we going to do about those guys are trying to needle us to death?
Ah, yes. Well, that is a process that you will all need to go to due to the nature of which you were brought here and the missing pieces. We are going to have to force your awakening to happen.
What?
Force?
What?
Don't worry. It won't hurt. I
Or
think.
hasn't been paying attention, just starts looking around. Huh?
I think.
Kaito just steps forward and just goes, okay, listen up, you velvet-loving fuck. What the hell are you going to be doing with us?
Igor snaps his fingers. And you all feel yourself enveloped in a strange but oddly comforting force. You feel like your brain is going into overdrive. Until you hear something in your head. I am thou, thou art I. You hast opened your soul up once again, and I will be here to help thou move forward.
What?
Hmm? Huh? What? Who said that?
What?
You all
I
heard
don't
that,
understand.
Catherine's just smiling pleasantly.
You
Okay,
all...
she definitely heard that.
You all see something or someone in front of you in some of your cases. Catherine. You see an angel hovering in front of you.
Is this well, yeah, is this bondage angel, or do I
Yes.
get to design her myself?
Oh, it's bondage angel.
Oh boy!
You say, you see a big black dog with glowing red eyes in front of you. Thank you, Grassland. Kaito! You see a man on a horse with no head and a pumpkin in hand. Hiroko, you see a hooded figure with antlers attached to their hood. And their face is hidden from view. Come on, play nice. There we go. And Sachiko, you see a... How do I put this nicely? An ugly woman in front of you. That's the best way I can put it without being rude. It's Oiwa.
Which one is that?
Let me just show the players.
Oh, yeah.
Oh dear.
Yep.
You are very surprised by what appears in front of you. And when you look over at the others, they have the same surprised face, yet oddly enough there is nothing in front of them like there is in front of you. You don't recognize them, but at the same time you feel like you've known them your entire life.
Sharon tried to touch them.
So has anyone also seen this dog too, or is it just me?
If you're not seeing, my angel, then yeah.
I got a pumpkin-headed guy.
By the way, do you have to look like that? It's kind of awkward.
Sachi just kind of backs away.
Why does the dog not stop barking?
Thank you, Grassland.
Bark, 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 bark.
Do all dogs just go bork to you, or?
No. Black Chuck seems like a borky dog.
Yeah, the big dog is a borker.
Bork, bork.
But as quickly as you came here, you feel a shift in reality. And you find yourselves once again back in a hospital, surrounded by plague doctors. Real quick. However, through your dimensional shifting, or whatever you want to call it, you all find yourselves with weapons in hand. Kaito, you have a pole arm, if I remember correctly. You need to actually pull up all your sheets.
I certainly hope so, because that's what I've got on my sheet.
Okay. Yeah, Kaito, you and yourself with a, sorry, lost it. Yeah. You find yourself with a, pole arm in hand. And obviously, Bella, you still have your chain, but it feels weightier, almost. And Catherine, you find yourself with a club. Damn it. And Sachiko, you find yourself with a pair of knuckle dusters on your hand. And Hisei finds herself with a gun!
Who gave her a gun?
You're not hiding that from your parents.
Why didn't I get a gun?
You want to trade?
I knew saving Grassland for last is the best. Cause just listing off all this normal weaponry and then all of a sudden Grassland just has a damn gun.
How the cell phone was your problem persona? Gun.
However, all of you feel your beings that you met in the Velvet Room kind of on your back, as if they're lending you their strength. And let's get into the first combat, shall we?
Yeah, you better back off because I have a gun.
Okay, so I just want to preface this by saying that, I have no idea how this combat theme will go down. It's something off the beaten path, which I feel is the usual for Persona, but it might be a bit too off the beaten path, so we will see how y'all react to it.
Can't believe we're getting into Persona to tabletop dancing all night already. Yes, thank you. That was a joke exclusively for my girlfriend.
Come on, I need to find decent volume. There we go. Alright, so, let's talk about combat, shall we? So the first is we need to roll our initiative. So I need to turn this down a bit more. This is a very loud song. Okay, so let me double check, but I am pretty sure that how initiative works is you just roll your agility. Let me double check my own rule set.
Looking here, it says agility plus proficiency. So would that just be like the dice with the agility number on there, or what?
It would be, yeah, it would be the, 2d10 plus whatever the bonus is for that combination.
Okay, cool.
So wait, my raw number for agility, I have an 11, so it's...
Oh, no, okay. I should specify. Because you're right. It is specifically over 10.
Okay, so it would be a 1.
Yeah, and if you're under 10, you roll whatever minus that would be.
So I have 15, so that'd be...
That doesn't seem right, Bella.
Yeah, no, I remember the mistake I made. There we
Okay.
go. I figured it out.
Nice. Okay.
Put K1 after the D10, but
Okay.
before the plus.
Wait, why is it +4?
Oh, that is also wrong. I should have a 7, not a 10. Because I used the same roll as I was doing for Guts, not for this.
So we're starting off at 10? Wait, I'm now confused.
Roll 2... Is it
Roll-
2D10?
Yeah, roll 2d10, then plus your
whatever
proficiency
your
and
thing
gun-
is
or,
over 10...
proficiency and agility.
What is your... Oh, wait. Repeat this, because I fucked up my roll. It's proficiency and agility?
Yes. So what is your agility, Grasslam?
15.
Okay, so you would roll...
There's the bad dice luck.
Is that plus
so
your...
what is-
Okay. So your agility is 15, right, Grassland?
Yeah, my proficiency is 2.
Okay, so you would roll 2d10 plus 7.
There we go, that's the right roll.
So if I have an 8, so it will be a 2d10 minus 2?
What's your proficiency?
Proficiency. Wait, what's proficiency? Oh wait, 0.
Okay, so yeah, it'd be 2d10 minus 2. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Okay, let me scroll
I am the
up.
magic tank.
Okay. Oh, I just noticed you got a 10 there.
Yep.
Mihal.
How the hell is Sachiko going first?
Because my bad dice luck finally struck.
Better question is, how the hell did friggin' Hisei still turn out with a 9?
Magic.
Then... Oh gosh. And then there's poor Catherine!
It's okay.
It's very decidedly not okay.
No, it's totally okay. I'm a magic tank.
Okay. Let me roll these dudes. Oops. Okay, let's see if this works. Yes. Wow.
Nice.
Then... thing that always takes the longest friggin' initiative. Alright, well, Sachiko, you're up first.
Hisei's trying to figure out how she actually loads the gun.
Wait, why is she up first?
Because she got a nat 10.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
Sachiko moves up with her leg shaking the entire time. And tries to give this guy a punch.
Alright, so let's talk about how rolling attacks even works. So, for melee attacks, you're gonna... I should pull up one of your sheets, just so this is easier for me. Okay. So, for melee attacks, basically, I should explain. There is no 2-hit rolls in this game. If I remember correctly, Double Cross is kind of similar. In that, when declaring an attack, you roll your... you basically roll your attack, and then they get a chance to dodge or guard. Guarding means that they soak some of the damage depending on the roll. And dodging means if they succeed, they take no damage, but if they fail, they take all of it.
Mm-hmm. And then there is a damage roll after that based on how many 10s you got, or like how many... For every 10 point, you roll another damage dice.
Yeah. But yeah, that's not in here. So I just need you to roll 2d10 and your strength. Okay.
-2, yee.
She's really pathetically weak.
Okay. So, then we would subtract the, their guard from your attack, and we have the damage roll. Or the damage result, rather. So you dealt 1 point of damage.
I'm still trying to understand the math, because I don't remember the exact specifics for the rolls.
Alright, not Sachiko, Kuroko.
Kuroko just kind of pushes Sachiko out of the way and goes like, let me show you how it's done. And just fucking hits one of them with the chain like real fucking hard.
Flexes while she does it.
Alright, so this is
It'd be your strength.
just strength.
Just strength, yes. The only time bonuses come into play is if for some reason I give you them, or you are using a spell or skill.
Now the giblets happen.
Well, okay then. See, we are starting strong with some of these rolls. Ah!
Happy 4th of July.
See. So, yeah. You just dealt 14 points of damage. So yeah, you just kinda stride up, flexing. Then you just rear back and just slap this thing in the shoulder with your chain with as much strength as you can muster. And, yeah, that's 14 points of damage, so... Can you see the health bar?
No. I think you have to like manually toggle seeable on like their
Yeah, I see it.
How's the health? How's he looking?
not good.
Yeah, you can tell, after dealing with y'all, like, in the context for this scene, like a second passed between the time you were, being surrounded by them and going into the Velvet Room and then coming back. So they, or at least this one, is a bit taken off guard by the sudden strength that you have. Anyway, he say,
Alright, how the fuck do I do my persona?
want to use a spell or skill, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I want to use Menacing Bite.
Okay, let me get that real quick. Menacing Bite, okay. Okay, so that has a number of targets, so you
Yeah.
can choose 2.
I'm choosing 2 that's in front of Bella's character.
This... Okay, so this does not deal damage. Okay.
So just 1d10?
No, it'll be 2d10, but I'm just trying to figure out how this works real quick. Okay.
So Hazen really didn't know how to summon her persona yet, so she's like, "Here, boy! Come here, boy! Come here, dog! Dog?"
Actually, here... Yeah, no. Okay, here's how it's gonna work. Just roll a 2d10. I see.
Shit.
Okay.
For those playing along at home, Grassam just rolled 2 10s.
Yeah, no, it's a video, and I'm gonna be uploading it as a video, so... Yeah, no, that's 2 10s. Alright.
For those of you not paying attention while watching the video, Grassland just rolled 2 10s.
Let me... Whoops, that's not the PDF. Let me look in the PDF real quick.
All of a sudden, like, this big black hound just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, basically... For everyone who just sees Issei's persona for the first time, all of a sudden this huge-ass black dog with the red eyes just barrels out of nowhere
Holy shit, what the fuck?
and takes
Oh, you were fucking seeing back there? What the fuck?
and takes a real nice chomp out of both the two plague doctors here.
Congratulations, are poisoned.
So, yeah, I think. This is something I'm gonna I need to make a ruling on now because I didn't really specify in the book when I was writing it. Because for some reason, I didn't think of status effect skills. Okay, I'm gonna make a ruling real quick that the down status effect was not incurred by skills or spells that only do status effects. Simply just following the logic of actual persona. Where an enemy will only be down by an actual damage dealing attack.
Either way, they're gonna be hurting.
However, yes, they are both poisoned, and I need to look at my status effects section, wherever I put that.
Issei also looks very confused about what the fuck just happened.
Okay, here we go.
So, you guys
Okay,
saw
so-
the dog, right?
Yeah, he freaking saw the dog.
No, it's fucking.
Listen, there are times when you swear and times when you
Let
don't.
Catherine say fuck!
I said shit earlier.
Swearing is bad.
I mean, it's perfectly fine to swear right now just because I just summoned a dog from hell.
Alright, so, for the record, poison means that anyone affected by poison will take 3 points of damage at the end of their turn.
Well, it's a good thing that nearly dead guy's turn is coming up then.
So this one, up here, whoops, is going to move and try to stick Kaito with a syringe. Let me just subtract that real quick. Also, don't forget to subtract your MP, Grassland.
What's the empty subtraction?
Okay, so I should bring this up because I noticed some of you didn't change it after I rolled on that. But instead of the cost of skills and spells being double what the cost of the skill or spell, how many points you put into it, it's the same. So all of your skills and spells should cost 3. And, okay. Let's get the stabby going, shall we? It's a pretty good stabby. Alright, so. Kaito.
Yo.
I kind of explained this while attacking, but defending against an attack, you have 2 options. You can dodge, which is your agility, or you can guard, which is your endurance. Endurance means that whatever your roll is, it gets subtracted from their damage roll, and that's how much damage you take. So in other words, endurance, or guarding, is soaking the damage. Dodging is your agility, and it's basically an all or nothing thing. You can either, if you choose to dodge, you roll it. If it beats their attack roll, you take no damage. But if you fail and it's under their attack roll, you take all of it.
Okay, well, I don't trust that 9, considering what I have been rolling but recently, so I'm not gonna use my superior agility in trying to dodge it. I'm just gonna tank it.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
take,
you made the right call there.
Yeah, a little
you
bit.
take 3 points of damage. And my enemy list. Okay. Okay. And you are fine, surprisingly, after being stabbed with a needle. And this one is the one that everyone's been fucking up. Is going to attempt to swipe at Hiroko with one of its claws.
Yep.
Guard dodge.
What's guard's bonus? Is it
Guard
strength?
is your endurance.
Endurance?
And dodge is your agility.
Yeah, and I assume Tai goes to attacker?
No, Taigo's a defender.
Okay, well...
In terms of, obviously guarding is you just soak it, but in terms
Yeah.
of dodging, yeah, Taigo's a defender.
Okay, then I have to roll a 9 or 10 if I was to dodge this. So I'm just gonna go with endurance.
Congrats,
Yeah, that
you
was
take
a
1
safe
point of
bet.
damage. And, that was its last action, because then it takes poison damage and dies.
Rip.
So yeah, it kind of meekly slashes at you. And then it just kind of, after snicking your shoulder or whatever, it kind of just stops moving and then bursts into shadow.
Yo, I think you killed it.
I don't think I killed it.
Is that murder?
I mean, Ghost, I guess.
Alright, Kaito.
Well, time to get a bit of revenge, I think. I'm gonna stab this fucker. Oh,
Did roll 20 die or something?
no, I just completely screwed up the roll. I kind of wondered if I
Oh.
would need a space there or not. Oh, hold on. There we go.
Okay.
Hey, giving you 2 dice kind of works out for you, huh?
So you deal 8 points of damage. Remember how I was saying about how like the mask isn't actually a mask, it's its face?
Yeah.
Yeah, you learn that pretty quickly as you thrust your spear into like its forehead. And it doesn't bleed, but like a shadowy substance kind of sprays forth from it.
Yeah, not so fun when it's happened to you, is it, Chucklefuck?
Yeah. This one.
Speaking of said chucklefuck. Oh wait, no, this is another guy.
Yeah, he still's poison, but God, fuck. I'm blanking. What's the name of the surgery utensils that you use to cut into people?
A fucking
Scalpel?
scalpel?
Scalpel, yeah. He pulls out 2 scalpels and attempts to stab Hiroko.
Alright, gonna guard it. Because this one is actually impossible for me to dodge. Aha,
Yes.
fucker!
So yeah, he attempts to cut into you, but
Fucking Hiroko wraps her hands into chain and puts it up, bounces off, and then she flips him off. What was that roll?
Oh, that was me testing a macro.
oh, okay.
I didn't actually think it had gone through, but then I just looked down and was like, oh, well, never fucking mind then.
All right, Catherine.
Alright, Roko, you okay?
Ichi.
Alright, I'm gonna... And then you see her hold the back of her head, raise up her head, and summon forth Angel to cast Koha.
Yeah, so a titty angel comes out.
Hiroko blushes.
I don't figure how come she gets the cool angel and I have a goddamn dog?
And I'll be attacking the guy in front of me.
Hey, dogs are cool.
I need to look at your sheet real quick.
And yeah,
Roll.
Sachi also blushes and kind of covers her face.
This is, plus my magic.
Yes. Yeah, so basically it's the same. It's a damage roll, but instead of plus your strength or your agility, it's just plus your magic.
And -3 SD.
Yeah. Okay. And I should mention, since this is a magic attack, that when you guard against a magic attack, you can still dodge it, same as normal. But when you guard against a magic attack, you use your magic to guard rather than your enduring. Okay. That did not work. Hold on, no. Okay, there we go.
Ah!
Congratulations, your Diddy Angel did 1 damage.
Oh, come on.
I was not expecting them to roll 10. So yeah, basically this shining light comes shining down on the plague doctor.
The shining light is shining.
Yes.
You mean the sun?
But it doesn't appear to phase him as much as physical attacks do. Anyway, Sachiko.
Sachiko moves over here and tries to convince the thing not to attack the others. In other words, I'm using taunt.
Okay. So yeah, basically, while you are, by the way, that's just a 2d10.
Plus int?
Huh?
Plus int, I'm guessing?
No. Basically, debuffs and status effect skills are just, you're basically just rolling the additional effect here.
Hmm.
Obviously, depending on how everything works and you feel, this is obviously a beta, so things can, you need to put a K1, not just K. Okay.
There we go.
So yeah, while you're trying to meekly speak to the plague doctor, Oiwa summons behind you, and you'll get a not very pleasant sight of this woman as Oiwa kind of grabs the face of the plague doctor and forces it to turn towards her, and by extension you.
Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez.
And Hiroka.
Alright, use double whip, which I think it's physical, so it takes from my HP, right? That's
Right.
how it works. Okay,
Yeah,
I should
physical-
I should note if these are physical or not.
Yeah, physical takes from your HP, and
But also,
magic
since
takes
they're
from
all
your SP.
physical, it's whatever. Okay.
Yeah, like what I do for that is just under the cost I specify, or it's HP or SP. It tends
Yeah.
to.
Oh, I also forgot to write the cost down, but they're all 3, so
Yeah.
I'll fix that.
Um,
Okay, so that it targets 2 enemies and it has a +1 to damage.
So basically what that means is, in addition to your normal, what would be strength roll, you add whatever damage is listed there. I see.
16 damage to.
Both
Is
of
it
them.
to both? So they both take 16 damage, right?
Well, after their roll, but yeah.
Yes. It's not like 8 damage to each or whatever. Okay. That's what I figured, but I wanted to check.
See?
Ha.
And I see. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, both are just dead.
Like that I'm nowhere near the other one. So what I imagine this is, I whip one of them and then whip it back, and the chain just grows. It just keeps going until it hits the other
Well,
one.
no.
Oh.
Well, what happens is Hearn the Hunter shows up behind you. And he has like this let's see. let's go with like a leash that he would keep hunting dogs on. And that leash extends. And he whips, in one strike, both the plague doctors. And the rest of you see this hooded figure with antlers on their head and their face hidden from view. Just completely wipe out both of them.
Man, you really got a shot on a stick, didn't you?
Yeah, I guess so.
Sachi is almost having a panic attack at this point.
Well, all of you feel very intensely tired after that. To the point where all of you feel like you could collapse at any moment. Despite not really being hurt by the doctors, but you kind of feel like you've just expended a lot of physical and mental energy.
I mean, I imagine with Sachi, she just collapses.
Hiroko picks her up.
Roll me guts. So yeah, you managed to pick Sachiko at least and carry her at least somewhat safely. I imagine Sachiko's not a very heavy woman.
It's fucking tiny.
So, what do y'all do?
Get the fuck out of here?
We gotta go.
Let's try. So we're in the hallway, right?
Yeah.
Let's go back through that cell we came through.
The cell you came through is closed and locked.
So let's go the other way.
Which other way?
Only one other way. It's a hallway.
There's 2 doors on opposite ends!
I don't know.
I'm going forward.
Get out of his way.
I just follow them.
Same.
Okay, so you go through the door, and strangely enough, you find yourselves in the lobby that you originally came in, but it is shaped to fit the prison-esque theme that you all found yourself in back there. However, there is the exit door still available to you.
Out the exit.
Kaido kicks that fucking door open and then just, like, goes for it.
So,
Like, he kind of looks behind him to make sure that everyone's going, but he mostly just wants to get out.
so y'all go through the exit. And you find yourselves outside like nothing happened. Except something did happen because Sachiko is currently passed out. And it should be mentioned that aside from Hiroko, none of you have your weapons anymore.
So, are all my recordings intact or are they just fuzz?
All the ones of the normal hospital are fine. Any ones that you attempted to take in the other hospital are fuzz.
Check my phone. What time is it? Relative to when we started. When we went into the other world.
About a minute has passed.
Hiroko is confused.
Oh, at least I got footage. I'm happy.
Ugh. I would roll to home, but I can't roll to home. I'm just gonna head home.
No, hold the fuck on. We are gonna sit down and we are gonna talk about this shit, and then we are gonna come up with a game plan.
You guys want to cook some burgers or something? I'm kind of hungry.
What? What are you gonna do with Sachiko?
Look,
Just
you're
kind
here,
of like
it's fine.
spoon it into her mouth.
People are gonna ask.
Yeah, that's a genius idea. A bunch of high schoolers carrying around an unconscious girl.
Hiroko tries to like shake her awake.
I'm assuming it's a park they can go to because no one's gonna be at the park besides them.
It's like 4. Plenty of people are gonna be at like a park.
But it's also like dying town, so.
She kind of wakes up, but she seems really confused about this whole situation.
Why she's being carried.
Yes.
Oh, wait,
Kaito
no.
just-
They say it works at a convenience store part-time. She can just go get snacks for everyone and meet them somewhere.
Kaito just looks around, and you can tell that he's very reluctant about saying this, but he just goes, "Okay, look, I know a place that not many people go to around this time. I usually hang out there myself, but okay, fine, just let's go."
So-
Let me.
You guys a few. I'm gonna grab us some snacks because I think we all need it, especially the one who's passed out. So what do you guys like to eat?
Give me some soda and potato chips.
Oh no, clearly what we have to do is eat per soba.
Anyway, we've been going for close to 3 hours. I think that is a good place to call it.
Mhm.
Stop recording. Quick. Or, actually, do y'all wanna do the debriefing on recording, or would you prefer that to be off?
I don't care.
Briefing?
Basically just me asking, how you think shit went.
Whatever.
Whatevs.
I am actually going to do stuff on the music, though. Okay. So. What do y'all think of that first session?
Pretty well.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was not able to do much because my character is very weak, but
Well, it is that was the tutorial fight, so.
I like how my character somehow ended up having an idle character.
Like the combat went fast. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Well-
nice.
That was kind of my goal.
No worries about like attacks of opportunity or how many spaces we can move at that time.
Yeah, That was kind of my intended design goal, was since it's going to be, you know, a dungeon crawling based game, I didn't want, you know, your average combat encounter taking an hour to 2 hours to finish.
Also, HP seemed to match up pretty well to the damage we were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that was meant to be like trash mobs that we'll face, that's pretty good.
Also, like, if it would have taken a little bit longer if I didn't roll 10s on all my attacks.
If you didn't have these absurd ass rolls, yeah.
And then I have an absurd ass roll, but then you have an absurd ass roll.
Yeah, if I decide to, I should use my thing that gives me a +3.
I somehow got the God Queen roll.
Yeah, you fucking barreled through. And I did debate pretty heavily on whether or not status effects should even count for Kenshiro. Whether or not status effects should count for the purpose of downing an enemy. But, I feel like that's something that should be reserved for, like, damage rolls. Because, yeah, if you didn't read, like, the status effects section, basically, being downed means that, you lose your turn, and you take double damage from the next attack. But that only happens if you suffer a critical miss, i.e. you roll 2 1s, or a critical hit, which means you roll 2 10s. So it's not supposed to be something that can be handed out very often.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm glad that y'all enjoyed the new system. Is there anything that any criticisms you might have about the system itself?
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah. Like, this was short enough and kind of direct enough that it's like we didn't really hit any snags.
The only slow thing being friggin' initiative.
Yeah, initiative's like, it's not hard.
It's just writing everything down.
It's just like, oh, I misheard you, or I fucked up my dice roll.
Well, heck.
Anyways, that went well.
No, that went good, I think.
Is everyone free next Monday?
Yep.
Yep.
The fun part is actually going to be now friggin' designing the dungeon.
I did notice you did not have any maps.
I mean, I did. Just those specific 4.
Yes, you had 2 maps.
Or, I had
4.
3.
3.
I had the homeroom, and the hospital, and the velvet room. I mean,
Also,
my
good
entire plan was to just describe the rest of the rooms anyway. I just forgot about the actual place the combat encounter would take place.
Yeah.
Good thing my character doesn't describe where she hides her fucking illegal firearm.
Well, it doesn't exist when we're not in the zone.